I'm just waiting. Come on. I'm going live in two different locations and I have to. There we go. Boom. All right. So we got it. What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Okay. So let me. Bear with me. I'm looking for something on my computer that I need to hit. There we go. Perfect. Got it now. I was missing this one little piece. All right, there we go. All right. I'm coming, y'all, I promise. I just want to make sure I got this set up right. This is here. I'll be having all different types of technical difficulties. All right, there we go. I can see that. Normally when I go live, my friend Rashida, she always fussing at me because she talks to me during my lives and I can never respond. But I figured it out because I'm using this thing I have on my computer to be able to stream on Facebook and Instagram at the same time, because the old me used to have two phones trying to go live on both devices. Or I will go live over here and then be tired from talking so much and then flipping over to go live on the other platform. So I see it, Rashida. I see you. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay. So what's up, y'all? It's Friday. Per usual, you know I got to go through my spiel. Super grateful for the wake up. You know, I always like to say that there's somebody somewhere that thought they was going to see today and didn't make it. So when I tell y'all, I don't take it lightly that the Lord woke me up and allowed me to continue to run this race. I actually sent my kids a message this morning, just reminding them of just taking a moment out of their day to pray, number one, and ask God to keep his hedge around them. Because I don't really watch the news, but I don't know about y'all, but it's crazy out here, like everywhere. There's no safe place. You can run, you can hide, but unfortunately, it's just what it is. So anyway, y'all know whenever I get a message, I get fired up and I'm like, oh, somebody else need to hear this besides myself. Then I'm hoping that I don't even close until 1. It's been a super busy morning. I'm grateful for the busyness, and I was gonna wait until 1 o'clock until I lock my door, but I was like, man, I just when you fired up, you're like, nah, I just gotta share this now. So anyway, hold on, let me get my little book open. Y'all ready for the weekend? Can't believe, like, fall is like right around the corner. I rode my bike yesterday morning, and normally when I go outside, I need to look up here because my camera's here, my computer's here. When I go outside, it's normally light around 5. I went outside like 5:15, and it was still dark out. I'm not ready for fall. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. Well, who's listening? What's up? Hey, Phil. All right, can I pause, y'all? Literally, it's gonna take me like 5 minutes to do this. I'll be right back. Y'all can talk to each other in the comments. I don't even have my mic on to be able to talk to y'all while I go over here, but this is my friend. I already know what she getting. I just told him, like, I was gonna wait to go live, but I needed to go live now because I had this message in my heart that I needed to share. And I was like, what? It was like super busy today, and then it got, dead, and I was like, watch somebody come here.
Oh, me, I'm
It's
so
okay.
sorry.
The message is good. It was, what did I post? I posted something. I had got this message about how God will order our steps, but we gotta do that.
I love that.
Okay.
Yes, girl.
Mint?
Huh?
You doing it?
Well, I would.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it. Go ahead.
You sure?
Because that banana cream, but I can come back. I'll be back. No.
You sure?
I haven't had banana forever. This is the reason I came here today.
Oh, to get
Literally.
Okay.
So, but then I thought, I was like, ooh, but what is that? But I was like, no.
In your regular. All right, what flavor for your tea?
Let me get.
Girl, we got our
Heat and bake.
Did I tell you about our challenge? I did.
No.
Yes, so you are
But
ready.
you know why? Because I'm hard-headed and I was supposed to join that thing.
What thing?
Oh my
You
gosh.
already did your VIP.
Yes, but the thing you told me about, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home and do that. And
Well, I'm gonna send you. If
he
you go
said,
to
the thing you talk Telegram.
Oh yes, that's what I
Yes.
support. But we have our challenge coming. And
So
all
when
you
is
do-
it?
It's gonna start August 4th. And you already have your account. So all you need to do is
I'm going out of town next week, so that's perfect. I'll be back.
just send you the little video. So it's 21 days.
Okay.
It is, you gotta be on your nutrition plan. So when it's 21 days, then it's a $15 buy-in.
Okay.
So all of our, we said manual, right? All of our participants, so when the money, you just need to place $100 on Quickbook.
Okay.
And it's a $15 buy-in. We're posting it on Facebook, with our support group on Facebook. And you go win, we have like raffles throughout the calendar. Also, there's students, that are paying out for the best information, and then whoever has the most winners.
Okay, so, is the meal plan, you're talking about the 2 shakes, right?
Yeah, you can do, so you are a VIP, you can order whatever you want. You don't have to, that's our basics of our nutrition plan, 2 shakes a day, 1 meal, 2 snacks.
Okay.
But, so I would say yes, if you wanna like, if you know the people that's in there winning that money is doing that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Cause you'll
okay.
be able to see what everybody else is doing.
Okay.
And then, if you text, look at my phone, it's in there. If you actually, you got your cell phone? Okay, text the word elevate and then your number, and it's gonna send you a link.
Okay, what's the number?
It's a 301-327-2279. Now text the word elevate to that number.
Capital letters or?
It doesn't matter. Oh, you're gonna be my number. I was gonna talk about that. My goal was 20. I knocked 20 out when you was leg, and then I got 4 more to go to hit my 30. I raised my bar.
Hey, I'm always doing that. I come in here and you be like, oh, you just did, what was it last time? I did something else.
You did get a
Okay, I got a
response?
link
Okay,
here.
yeah. So the link is your name, your email, and you'll be getting some more information from me. And then you can go to my.
So when is this thing?
And start on the 4th, so I'm sending out y'all a message today, so if you want your order, if you want your plan to be to you in time, you probably gotta order 3 days ahead of time, because the 4th is on a Friday, so like by the next Tuesday, Wednesday, to make sure you have your stuff,
Okay.
should be good.
Two four zero 672 3893. 3893. Hey. Did it.
I had like 2 of those, I wore mine out.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first that took my thing.
Oh, when you,
I did the
I
chat.
think it's getting better, I think it's getting better.
That was the first.
You good?
Yep.
All your stuff, yep, I'm sending out a message today to everybody that, it might even automatically went over, or you might see it, but I'll send you the information.
Okay, and it's a $15 buy-in.
Yeah, so you send it
Okay.
to Zelle, I'll put that in there too, Zelle or Cash App.
Okay.
And then all the money we collect get paid out to all of our participants.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't keep it running. We
Like
just
you,
collect-
whoever wins.
Yeah, and then we do
That's
raffles
so
too.
cool. Okay.
We don't take y'all money to get paid.
Right.
We just want y'all to get those amazing results.
Yeah,
I'm back.
right.
Okay, sorry about that, y'all.
Okay, so sorry.
Oh no, it's not your fault. I should have waited till 1. I close in 20 minutes, but I just, you know how you have something on your heart. I'm like, let me get this out now.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Y'all. Okay, where was I? Dang. Let me see. Business don't stop, make them coins. I know that's right. So what was I saying? Rashida, help me. Where was I? Dang. I was going to say this. I keep saying it, but I promise y'all one day I'm gonna have notes for real, so I don't get off track. Anyway, I know I was talking about whenever I get a message, I believe that's where I was. I always like to share it. So It's so weird talking to y'all, not having people be able to talk back. Anyway, so the message that have popped up, y'all know I do personal development, and I'm always having things in my ear to help like enhance my growth. Whether it's, I told y'all about the total transformation mind first, right? Because if you don't have a sound mind, my personal opinion, you don't have anything. Um, so mind, body, and spirit. So I'm always listening to different things to enhance myself in all three of those areas. So when the message came through, God will order your steps, but you gotta move your feet. I was like, ooh, okay. It's so crazy because I just been like in a different space recently, just praying about some things, is needed some things to work out for me. Probably all of us have that same prayer, and it's like message after message. I was just sharing with a young lady earlier. I was like, man, when we have a desire to do something, and we're like praying about it, God will show you and give you the answers. You just got to be obedient enough. First, got to hear and be obedient to make the move. And I'm like, sometimes just depending on the instruction, the move could be really, really scary. And little by little, I just been having like different things happening, and I just been getting different responses. And I'm like, man, sometimes it's just surreal or it's so big. And I've been here before, so let me just say this disclaimer. It's not that I have fear in walking by faith, because if you know me, you know my whole life. That's the type of walk we've been on. I'm not going to repeat myself, but from back when we had the restaurant, and I'm talking business, but not just business, even just how he worked me out of the accident and things of that nature. So what's crazy is though recently I was like, man, I got to shift back to where my mind was before. And I'm always going to be transparent, and I'm always going to be willing to share my story. And sometimes you can lose your way with that. You can start, I don't know if y'all can relate, and I don't have a panel in front of me, so I don't know if y'all can relate or not, but you can type an amen in the chat, or yes, I can relate. But sometimes, God will do things for us. We'll experience success. We'll learn some things, and then we start to go off of our own knowledge and strength and things of that nature. And where I was a little while ago when I started to just did a self-evaluation, and I'm like, man, I need some mountains to move, and where I am, like, I need some shifts to happen, like right now. And going back and taking inventory, excuse me, my water, and going back and taking inventory, I realized, I was like, man, going back and taking inventory, I realized, you know what, girl, you gotta shift this back to where you was before. And it's not always the easiest thing to do, especially when you're used to praying for something and God blessing, and it never fails, right? When you're used to living in that space. And it's not that he's always going to just, whatever we pray for, that he's just going to answer your prayer and you just going to get it. Through me being older or wiser, or however you want to say it, because we're seasoned, right? We're not old. I just realized too that some things are going to happen for our making. Like, we have children. We don't give our kids everything that they ask for. Same thing with that. That's how God deals with some of us. So I'm like, man, there's seasons. Y'all ever read the book, or is it a book or a video we listen to with Jim Rohn? Like, we all have winters, we all have springs, we all have falls, we all have summers. It's not always going to be the sunny day. But I realized too with my own self is when your foundation is set straight, it don't matter what type of storm come through, because the storms will come. I am a living witness. I tell you, tornado, hurricane, whatever you want to call it, however you want to take one of those natural, what we call them, disasters or whatever, and apply it to your life. Trust me, your girl been through it, okay? But the fact that I was able to stand and still is standing after the storm has passed is an indication that you had your feet on the right top. You had your feet planted in the right soil. And it doesn't mean that when, sometimes the storm will come and you're like, woof, you'll get blown over a little bit more than the storm that came before. But the fact that you're still standing, i.e. this air that we get to breathe, like I say it all the time, and I know people, and it don't really matter because I'm over what people think. Because sometimes it's our mind, it's not even what people think, it's just like those thoughts that come into our head. As far as repeating yourself and saying the same thing, but I'm like, man, when you'll realize that the work that you have put in, like your feet is set on solid ground. In building anything, and I've shared this with you guys before, and it doesn't matter if you're building yourself, if you're building your relationship, if you're building a business, if you're building like whatever, if the foundation's not set right, it's coming down at some point. It's going to come down. So we get to go back and reset that foundation. So when we build it again, because the fact that we are still alive is an indication that we get to build this over, then you become more wise and you're like, you know what? I need to put a little bit more cement for me, a little bit more prayer, a little bit more fasting, a little bit more of just staying connected for me, staying connected to God, so that when it happen again, like how do I say this? Let me say that better. I said for me. And of course, because y'all listening, maybe if you resonate with it, maybe you don't. But I just realized like the areas in which I could build my foundation a little bit stronger, for lack of a better term. How's that? What else? Yeah. So anyway, when I saw that and I heard that, I was like, oh my gosh! And I hear a message y'all or a quote, and I'm like, ooh, I just go straight to social media and share it. And I share it because, you know, they say when you have something, well, I don't know who they is. It's just what I'm just used to saying they, whoever, Day and them, or Bobby and them, or Quenisha and whoever. They said that when you have something that is valuable or resonate with you or helps you, what we should do is share with other people, because you never know who else is going to help. And when I read it, I was like, dang, how many people are asking God to order them their steps, but they won't move? How you gonna get to the next step or the next level, or, you know, whatever it is that you're working on, if you do not move? And sometimes we'll stay stuck in a place too. Of course, a lot of my friends I talk to, they're like, I'm waiting to hear from God. Sometimes God give you the message. Like sometimes we'll pray for a thing and we're like, Lord, order my steps. And like I just said, how you want him to order your steps, but you won't move. You want him then to come pick you up and like slide you over here and sit you down. You have to learn to increase your faith. And you'll know whether, after a while, you'll know whether or not it was you or if it was God speaking to you. And by no means am I telling you just be moving at every tune or beat or suggestion that people give, because that's going to come. But I think that spending private time, like I was telling my kids this morning, I'm like, listen, mommy could pray, right? And I believe, I'm not a fighter, but I believe that, you know, if I had to, I mean, I don't even fight, y'all. I had one fight in my life, and that's a whole nother story. But just really getting them to get in a space of learning how to pray for themselves, because quite frankly, your mom and your dad ain't always going to be there. And being the young adults that they are, I mean, you want to be that, you want to help cultivate them to just lean on God, because I don't know what else. It's just crazy out here. And so even with us as adults, if you don't have that, this is just me, you have nothing. Literally. And to each their own, and you can say, like, I'm not here to argue with anybody because this is for me. And what do they say? You fill your cup, and when it run over, that's what everybody else gets. That's a whole nother topic within itself. I had a young lady, I call her young. Ms. Joyce came in today. She's 73 years young. We had a great conversation. Her energy is off the chain. And we were just talking about how we as women, right, you know, we're nurturers, and we take care of everything else around us, and we leave ourselves for last. But then when you become wiser or more seasoned, you learn that, like, I'm no good for y'all, my friends, my family, if I'm not good to myself first. And as selfish as it may sound, because it used to sound selfish, like, that's real. If I don't learn how to pour and fill my own cup first, and let it be okay that whatever run over, if that's a thing, is what you give to everybody else. Because listen, life and time in this world will teach you that people will use you for whatever they can. They will show up and get whatever they can get from you. If you're a giver, they're going to come and get all that they can get. And at the end of the day, like when you're left feeling tired, lethargic, empty, non-motivated, like whatever adjective you want to put in there, you realize, wow, I'm filling all these cups. But you haven't filled your own cup. So that's not even a type of leader or mentor or family member or whatever you want to put in there that I'm looking to be anymore. It's like, yo, I need you to take care of yourself for me, and I'm going to take care of myself for you. And the stronger we are, as far as that concerned, individually, you know how much further we can go together? Oh my gosh, like it's what they say, hold on, I can't even, my foot is on this thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole nother thing. But that's really what I wanted to share with y'all. Man, it's so crazy. It's so much I can say right now. Y'all just continue to pray for your girl, okay? Just continue to pray for me. But God and I, we locking arms again. Not that we were like completely disconnected. I just had to realize that I had to go back to that, like I said, that praying and that fasting. The flesh don't. Some people will say, I'll do the praying. Rashida's listening to me right now. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. People will be like, I'll do the praying and you do the fasting because the flesh do not want to fast. Oh, and it's 12:51. What's up, Mr. Clive? He came to get his mango pineapple. So I'm going to have to, we're here. Good, Rashida. Talk to him. I'll be right back. What's up, Mr. Clive? I'm on, you on Facebook?
Same thing, yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to live talk to my people. I said I knew somebody was going to come here. Good to see you.
Okay.
We're doing our same old, same old. How was your week?
Yeah.
We here though. We here. How's your week? It's good. It's Friday.
I'm trying. It's hard, but I'm trying.
Okay.
It's hard.
Not you're doing it. You said I'm trying. You mean you're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Man, that's all we got though. Whew.
It's hard. I'm trying to stay motivated.
You are. Well, I'll keep you motivated as much as you come in here as much as possible.
I'm trying to keep motivated. But it's difficult.
It's tough out there. It's all right. I was just saying how, man, people say waking up for granted.
Yeah.
It's difficult, but I'm sure there's somebody that we know that's not here that would like to have that difficulty that you are explaining right now. So that helps me to look at it on the brighter side, even though it may sound cliche. But I look at how these
But you
people
know what?
are leaving here.
Yeah, we all want to live and stuff like that, but it comes a time that we need to just give it up. So.
So you throw your hands up and go find a rock, right? Just go and do it, right?
Move on to the next day, you know?
Yeah.
And if, some people don't believe in heaven or hell or whatever, but whatever they believe in, you know?
Oh, I believe that. Well, I want to make that happen.
It's not for them to go there.
Yes, I definitely want to make it.
Go there.
Yes, sir. It's y'all. I'm just so happy to come here and see y'all. Go to the gym, ride my bike, and go. No, that's like the highlight of my life now. 'Cause there's nothing out here in these streets for us. These things is mad. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry.
Because that's how I look at it sometimes, you know? One day at a time.
Yes. That's all we can do.
I don't get caught up with
That's it. The ones that are not labeled are walnut, are apple walnut donuts. What we got? Okay. All right, so we got the mango pineapple.
I was busy this week, didn't get a chance to come.
That's all right. Hopefully, when you decide to come back, I'll still be here.
Okay.
You need a carrier, you do?
I'm good.
You good? Okay. Well, you enjoy your weekend if I don't see you.
Okay, see you
Be
later.
safe, and I will see you soon. See you the next time I look at you.
All right.
Okay. Okay, this is like I can't even see if anybody's still watching, but nonetheless, okay, so yeah, so I get excited and fired up. I'm grateful for the excitement because, man, like I said, there's so many people that wake up and they're like groggy. All right, so we got that out of the way, right? I really, all right, let me find my notes. I was proud of myself because I actually had, when I saw the message and I decided to share it, I actually went, hello, how you doing? Well, I'll be back. Sorry. Y'all remind me where I left off at. How you doing?
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great.
It's a good show.
Oh, yeah. I had that up there for the tour, when the tour was,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, I watched the tour of France. Okay. What can I get for you?
One small, yeah, Oreo.
Sure. Is it good? You want what that? Small?
It's like the ocean, it's like a milk. It's not thick, it's not thick.
What, flavor for your tea?
He wanted a small one too.
Small, cookie, same flavor? Same, no, cookie.
For my tea, I take a, I take a watermelon apple.
So you want a full mega tea? That's the big one. You can go with the full mega, or if you want the one that come with it, I can make you a watermelon.
The one that come with it, what do you think?
The, one of the essential, you want the watermelon?
Tea?
Yeah, sure.
Tea. Tea.
Is that for both of you guys?
You want a tea? You get two of them.
Yeah, you can pick a, if you look over here where it says essential tea, just give me a flavor. Peach mango, watermelon and peach mango. You ready for the weekend?
Oh yeah, I'm running, we running, we going 17 miles an hour.
You running? I'm around my bike. You running, that's right, you're a runner,
We
okay.
running 17 miles an hour. We can, we get like last weekend for last week at 14. Last week we did 5. This week we do 17. Next week we 6. And the following week we do 20, 21.
21 miles. I know when I tell people like this, I should know, you're like the cyclist runner. Because I tell people how much I ride, they're like, you might be like, I don't know. I'm like, it's not really, this is what I do, so it's not really a lot. So, yeah. Okay. The weather's nice, I think.
Yeah, we start at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's good. That's my type of time.
Yeah, we start running at 5, so we get there about 4:30.
Okay, we got road
We
trip.
run it, by the, Dangerfield, we by the airport.
Okay.
We run it over that way. We run from
Yeah, it's
this how we get it, we'll run from Dangerfield, we'll go north 4 miles, we come back, that's 8.
Okay.
We go out 4.5 miles south, and come back 4.5, so 17.
And you know this now, it's starting to get darker later, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's what I'm
We'll
trying to
be
say. So
better
in the
than-
morning, when I was going out before, it was light. And I went out at like 5:15, and I'm like, why is it still so dark? I went out in the rain. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah. Joy, you run in the wet,
I run in the rain
heat?
too. No, I try not to run in the heat,
I'm
but
sorry,
I'll run in
I
it.
meant to ask you, do you run when it's cold?
Yes, I run year round.
Okay.
Yeah, we run year round.
You just layer up and go out there and make
I
it
lay it up,
good.
it's like lay up. And I'm good. 'Cause you know, your body temperature, your body gonna increase, heat too.
It just don't stop.
Right.
That's how I am on my bike. Once I stop, and you get,
Right.
whew. Right, back to that.
They have the open ceremony on already.
Oh, they did for the, they did,
It's on NBC.
I use this, to watch, the tour when it was on.
Oh,
I
yeah.
missed a couple of days, I gotta go back and
Oh,
watch
yeah,
it.
yeah, it was
Can you tell me your number, please?
202. 302. 302. 307.
Record?
Yep.
They come up, get credit for all that screen. This beat for you? Take it, fix it. Good? Got that? All right, well, you have fun running your 15 miles.
17.
17, I'm sorry, put some respect on your 2
Don't
miles.
put some respect on
Yes,
that.
sir. Yes, sir. I understand. I'll be saying a prayer for you because I'm gonna be out there on my
You're fight.
yes, sir. Staff, where you work at? Oh, okay. Okay, we just doing for someone? Okay. Now I know when it comes to I need to borrow some money. Somebody got a job. Oh, okay, yeah. All right, you have a good one. You're welcome. I'm official. Ooh. I know I got one friend. There we go. Okay, so what the heck did I do? I've been moving stuff. That's not what I meant to move. Okay, bet. There we go. So that's all I have for y'all. I just wanted to share that. I knew I should have waited till 1 o'clock. I don't even know where I left off. But nonetheless, I will share this. So we shared that part. So for those of you, you're doing great. Oh, I knew if nobody else was here, I knew you was still gonna be here. Let me see if I could comment back to you. I don't think I could comment back, but it's okay. So that's one right there. I ain't ever gotta worry about her going nowhere. We like this. So speaking of this, thank you, friend, for joining my challenge. So before I even go into that though, just really, that's what I was going to share with y'all. I'm sorry, I remember now. See that? Had my memory armory. As soon as that popped up, I was like, man, this is really good. So of course I went and had to go find that scripture. So for those of you that want to go read it for yourself, Psalms 119. Got on my phone here. Look at me. Got some things on in my notes. Psalms 119, 133. Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. And iniquity is just sin, just things that is not pleasing to God. And then I had Psalms 37. So I have looked up 3. Psalms 37:23. The steps of a good man or woman are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. And then Jeremiah 29:11. Let me say that. I'm talking like I can't talk. Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. Whatever the path looked like, God has a plan for every step. And that right there, we could go home on that. And I'm going to read that again. Jeremiah 29:11. Whatever the path looks like, God have a plan for every step. Because going this way in this world and the way that the life is set up, sometimes you may feel like you out here in these streets by yourself. But I'm going to tell you what I know. One thing for sure, 2 things for certain. If you just stay connected to God, there's no such thing as losing, no matter what it looked like. Like I said before, there's different seasons. We're going to wake up some days and be like, oh my God, the sun is shining. Then we're going to wake up other days and we're going to be like, what's going on? Because the storm is passing over. And then there'll be other days where you'll be in your season of spring, right? When things are starting to grow. And then you'll have your fall where things don't seem like they're connected and may be coming apart. But no matter what season you are in, just know that he's always going to be there. So that's one thing I'm super grateful for. And that's one of the things, or that's one of the reasons, let me say, while I'm still standing and still running this race, and while I still have faith and I'm just, believing that not trouble don't last always. That sounds good, but that's not what I wanted to say. That, whatever we're going through, we get to go through. And it don't last always. So keep your faith, okay? Now that we got that out of the way, so for those of you, y'all know what I do. I'm actually here at Amanda Nutrition. I am, I'm just grateful, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. Sometimes, I call myself, I'm from Jersey, but I'm not really a thug. What they call them thugs here. Sometimes I just really sit and just look over my life, or even where I am now, and I just really focus on all the things that I have and that I'm grateful for, because we can be like, everything that I hope for, that I write in my journal, don't always come to pass, and it's very easy to fall into that space of, oh my gosh, I don't have that, and it don't look like this, and that, and you start to sound very complainish. And when you focus on the things that you do have and remain grateful for that, it override all the other stuff. I don't care how bad it is for you right now. The fact that you are breathing this air, you have opportunity to rebuild whatever may have fallen apart. You have opportunity to get over the mountain. You have an opportunity to get around the mountain, whatever your journey is. So just whatever you do, just have trust and belief in that by itself. Okay, I get emotional when I start talking about that. So next, we have, y'all know, always, Crystal is, even for myself, I'm either in a challenge, coming out, ending a challenge, or going into a challenge. So we're getting set up for our August challenge, and y'all see, you know, I have posted something else about being authentic. I think I put it on my, I like to read what I posted and not be guessing. This is something else that I'm truly grateful for, and even just learning to, I'll never stick my chest out, or what is the word I'm looking for? You know how some people move with that aura of like, I am the stuff? Like, I'm really grateful that God didn't create me in that type of space. And what y'all see is what you get. So and I'm learning how to just appreciate how he made me. Because there's a lot of people out here doing things, and I really want to be a representation. I have 2 daughters. I have friends that have daughters. I have people that follow me. I really want to make sure that this walk that I'm walking, and when I'm of course representing myself, and when I represent myself, I represent the amazing God that I serve, but really want to show folks that with this social media era that we are in, that you don't have to do all the things in order to be successful. I love social media. I use it for promotion. I use it to show people what's possible. And I do my level best, because I have people reaching out to me about other folks. I'm like, I don't control what other people do. But you don't have to show your body and be naked to attract. To each their own. Like, you know, I will show my before and after picture. I'm about to show y'all my midsection. My 21-day result is amazing. But I really want to, that's something that I really want to share. Was a teenage mom, and I run into a lot of younger women, and I started opening up and having these conversations, because we feel what we see nowadays is a lot of people feel like they have to come with that type of energy and that type of thing, if you will, in order to make it. And I'm just like, look, sister about to be 50, and I'm gonna show y'all how we gonna make it without doing all the do, if you will. So what I was saying anyway, what resonated with me. Oh, my biggest flex is my authenticity. I never pretend to be someone I am not. There are great days that Crystal had. There are bad days that I had. There's days when I fall. There's days when I rise. But going into even sharing about the challenge, because I was about to promote myself, like this, what you see is what you get. So I'm looking to coach anybody that's looking to put on some weight, release some weight. I just really want y'all to show up for whatever it is that you want. And I'm very clear. Let me say this, because we live in the world, right, America. There's 1,000,001 ways to skin a cat. I'm just grateful for those of you that set a bar for yourself and you achieve it, no matter what it takes. Because what I found, like, I get excited, you know, as I attract even clients that share their goals and things of that nature. What I realized was most people aren't willing to do what it takes, and most people are not willing to be consistent. So I don't care if you sign up for the I'm gonna drink water 4 times a day and lose weight challenge. If you drink water 4 times a day, you probably will lose weight. But what we do as a people is we get started and we just fall by the wayside. So whatever it is, you know, that you're going to do, give it some time. Rome wasn't built, I love this, Uncle Jim say it all the time, Rome wasn't built overnight. No, he didn't say that. That was somebody else's quote. What Uncle Jim said was that you cannot change you may not, because there's some that God just do it for. You may not be able to change your destination overnight, but you can change the set of yourself. And just recently, going back to December, if y'all heard the story of my birthday, I was like, man, let me just lock in and show people what's possible when you're consistent. And we don't do diets. I don't sacrifice. Like, I eat things that I like to eat. But I'm learning, like, I don't overdo it with certain things because I feel amazing. My energy is amazing. And I really want to be that example of what it look like if the Lord allowed me to live to be 70, what it look like when you take care of your body inside first, because your spirit should be right. And then, that will roll over to the outside. So I said all that to say, if there's anybody that is serious about some results and you want an amazing coach, we have a phenomenal challenge coming up starting August 4th. It's a Elevate. So, I always like to connect it. Elevate your mind, elevate your whatever need to be elevated. Elevate your accountability to yourself. It start August 4th. So we're getting people signed up now. So if you're under the sound of my voice and you're like, I might want to give her 21 of my days, you can text the word Elevate to 301-327-2279, and you'll get a form sent back to you just asking you about your goals, et cetera, then I'll reach out to you guys. Actually, I have it to show you all on the screen. Boom, look at that. And to complete your registration, 3 things you would need to do. Obviously register. Look, I can't even see that little bit on the screen, but I know you need to place your order. You have to be on I don't like to tell people what you have to do. You get to be on a nutrition plan. And then there's I failed to mention, there's a $15 buy-in. So every participant will pay a $15 buy-in fee, and all the money that we collect, yes, ladies, I've been in my challenge before. I went back to our old school challenge. The money that we collect is going to be paid out to the participants. There's 3 ways you can win. We're going to have our support group, depending on how you show up. We'll be doing raffles. We are also going to pick number 1 transformation, so that go by your look. Yes, you get to submit your pictures, front, side, and back. And then it'll be by total weight loss. And if you win the weight loss category, you can't win the transformation too. We want to spread the joy. $250 is the minimum that will be given out, and I'm excited. So, I tell you guys, every day is day 1, but just be committed to becoming 1% better every day. So what do I mean by that? If you're looking at yourself, right, and you're like, I need to lose 80 pounds. It's not going to happen in the 21 days. I promise you. Unless God himself come down here and do it for you. Because I'm not going to tell people what they're not capable of doing. In my last 11 years, I've never seen nobody lose 80 pounds in 21 days without surgery. I'll put that there. But what it does do is get you started on the right path. My suggestion is always to get folks to do 3 21-day challenges back to back. We got some phenomenal results, real people, because when you submit your pictures, there's a code word that go in the picture. So this ain't no, let me just take a picture and crop it and all the other stuff. We're not playing those games. And if a person did that, like, you got to live with that. Because I'm not going to be Inspector Gadget to see, you got to be truthful to yourself first. But I know when you show up in that light and you're true to yourself, one day at a time, be committed to becoming 1% better every day, you will reach your goal. Had an amazing conversation with a younger lady yesterday. We are in the month of July. Do you know what you would look like, how all the changes that could take place by December? You got to be willing to give yourself some grace and some time. We're in this world where people like, it took me 15 years to gain this 80 pounds, but I want your 21-day challenge to change it back. It's not going to happen. So if that's your thought process, I'm not even going to set you up. You got to go find something else for that. So that's pretty much that. And then, so my little, if it'll play, is our 21-day. That was your girl's 21-day transformation I was so happy, y'all. My abs is coming back. But here it is. Weight loss, tone up, increase your energy, healthy pregnancy. We have ladies that pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, post-pregnancy that are doing amazing. And then these are all the things you'll have access to. But most importantly, you have access to yourself. And these are my people. Hold up. Because my goal was 20, y'all. We got 20, but guess what? We raised the bar. Now the goal is 30, and I need 4 more people. Yes, Ms. Joyce is the last person that signed up today to make this happen. So with that being said, we're going to come up off of here. And I just appreciate you guys. My thing is I want all of us to win. So whatever it is that you need to do to be considered a winner, just know that you're worth it, right? Be willing to take the time. Be willing to show up for yourself. People ask, how do you be successful? First, you got to say yes. First, you got to realize, recognize the things that you want changed. Say yes to yourself. I don't even want you to say yes to me before saying yes to yourself. And we're just going to lock arms and take it one day at a time. So I hope you guys have a phenomenal weekend. I think I got it all out. But, that was so, so powerful. We asking God to order our steps. We gotta take the steps. right? Or something like that. I forgot what the saying was, but anyway. All right, so I love y'all. Have an amazing, amazing, amazing weekend. Be safe. Per usual, I like to tell y'all, those of you that have a word of prayer, just pray that I continue to, I know every time I end, I got like 5 endings, right? This is going to be the last ending. I'm going to say this real quick. When we were at training, we all sat together and we shared our takeaways and things that we know that we need to do to be successful moving forward. And I got vulnerable and I shared. Sometimes people don't share their goals out loud because then you have to show up and you have to be accountable for it. But I was going to solicit the prayer for this, that I'll be okay. It's crazy because I'll get on these lives and I'll talk and people are like, Crystal, you don't seem like you're nervous to talk. I am. The Lord don't take the wheel, then we would be over here bleeping the blumping. But my prayer and my goal is that I just like release whatever that is holding me back or holding me down, and that I'm willing to just be seen. Because I am, if I could do the voice and record my videos, that's what I would do. But I really believe that one of my purposes in life is to connect with other people. And I have this thing on my YouTube that I help people to go from being stuck. Hold up, let me say it better. What do I have on my YouTube? I help people to go from being unstuck to unstoppable, something like that. But you get it, right? Good. See, that's the coach you dealing with. I'm just gonna be I have it right here and it'll go away. But all jokes aside, I just ask that you just continue to pray for me, that I just continue to allow the Lord to order my steps, and me just to have the faith to just take one foot and put it in front of the other so we can see what this end is going to be. So I love y'all and I will talk to you soon. Holla. Now I need a finisher here. How do we turn this off?